Oh my gosh. Become one with yourself in the podcast. I was going to start off with we're live now. I was going to start off with the Truman thing, but I realized I can't say that. You know how in the Truman Show, he was like, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. But I can't start off with that. But welcome to Blerd Talk, episode 45. Now, before we get started right here, let me just go ahead and say this. You read the title already. And yes, there will be nothing but spoilers all day. If you have not seen Black Adam or you are going to see it, don't watch this. Now, if you feel like this is something you can wait for HBO, because I'm not going to lie to you, I am kind of disappointed in us going to go see it, because I did read like it's coming to HBO Max in like 45 days. So I was kind of like, damn, we could have just waited, but we can't do that. But I'm your host with your host with the most, Jay, Josh, aka Doughboy, aka John Constantine. If you saw my costume on Halloween, yes, yay, y'all like, hey, I was John. Scott, did you see? I was John Constantine. I was the Black John like Constantine.
I was like that.
Hey.
I must have missed it.
Did you have to hear? I gotta send it to you. Hey, fun fact, guys. Fun fact. I did not know this about John Constantine. So in actuality, his name is John Constantine and Sandman. So what happened was, a quick little fact here. His name was originally written John Constantine. But what happened when they moved the comic to America, everybody just thought it was Constantine. So that's how we started saying Constantine. But in the comics, he actually corrects people and actually says it's Constantine. So I thought that was a nice little fun fact, because it made me think about it when Sandman was out and, he called his ancestor Constantine. Is that what he called it? He called Yeah,
Mama
like.
named me Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay.
My mama called you Clay. Your mama called you Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay. Best part about that, you don't know Dr. Martin Luther the King. So yes, I do know Dr. Martin Luther the King. Well, how you know? I turned the corner, he hit me too fast. Boom, I knocked him out. I said, oh, he looked up. Why you hit me? I'm Dr. Martin Luther King. Oops, my bad. Oops, my bad. But yes, everybody, Scott, we're gonna start with you so you can give your introduction as we normally do.
No intro. I'm just gonna say what it do.
Oh my God, here we go.
We start moving on so we could talk about this movie that was so hyped.
Okay, Jay, for you.
That's Jay. I'm definitely ready to talk about this movie, man.
Everybody is ready. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is it. Okay, so I guess we're gonna get right into it because everybody's hyped to talk about it. Okay, so as the title suggests, we're gonna be talking about Black Adam. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go second this go round. So who wants to go first? I'm gonna hold my thoughts to the second. So who wants to go first? Scott, I always feel like, yeah, between you and Jay, I always feel like y'all give an intelligent review, and mine's is just like a 5-year-old. Mine's like a 5-year-old review. It's like a kid review. So intelligent review. So I'm gonna let one of y'all go first, and then I'm going to pick up the slack afterwards.
Want me to go, Scott?
No, you can go ahead. Oh wait, yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Sure. We headed into it a little bit last week with the reviews that I did not read any review before I watched the movie, but I did see scores. But I saw scores. I did not read the context.
And I will tell you, I read IGN's. I read IGN's review.
I will get to the critics after everybody does their reviews because I got a bone to pick. But for right now, I'm gonna stick to the movie.
Okay.
And I'm actually happy to say that it wasn't that bad. It was a good movie. It was some jankiness to it. Yes, it was not perfect. No, it wasn't Winter Soldier or whatever, the best superhero movie you ever saw in your life.
Winter Soldier.
But it wasn't that bad.
Thanks, G.
Huh?
Shang-Chi?
I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was. I knew he was. I knew he was.
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts. So I'll break it down like this, right? As far as The Rock playing Black Adam, he was pretty good. He was pretty cool.
Before, because I don't want to get you off the subject. Would you say, because the minute I left the movie theater, I said everybody was cast perfect.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll get to that in a second too.
Okay.
But you're right. I agree with you. Very robotic, stoic in nature, and that's fine. Not a lot of too much emotion. More about his past life, more emotional than him as the character that he was in the movie as Black Adam. And they explained, or they kind of showed why he was robotic in nature, due to how his anger would make his powers do some crazy things that he necessarily didn't want to do. That was fair. The jokes were cool. The jokes were cool. Not like
they weren't corny. They weren't over the top.
Yeah, they weren't over the top. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Plot. I mean, how they did the plot of the movie, as basic as it was, they did a good job of trying to make it. It was. The plot was small because it was very action heavy.
Great.
And I think they did I think the action was fine, but I think it was too drawn out. And based on how the plot was moving, with it being so simple, it was kind of like fast in nature. They didn't have to draw out the action scenes so much because the plot was moving so fast. It was really quick. It was easy to catch. It wasn't that complicated, but they overloaded it with action scenes. The scene with him and Hawkman in the apartment, that was like, why? That was just there for fun. Side note, whoever making a new Mortal Kombat movie, don't make excuses why y'all couldn't do rating action scenes, because there was a whole lot of rating when Black Adam first woke up, and his first action, like the very first one, was his fatality, pretty much.
Facts.
So I want it's Warner Brothers, y'all do Mortal Kombat. I don't want to hear no excuses, because y'all did a great job with the action scenes. I felt it was a bit drawn out, but great action. Great. I enjoyed the action a whole hell of a lot.
Agreed.
The dude who plays Hawkman, my man that was in Invisible.
Aldous Hodge.
He got his ass whooping the Invisible Man.
He got his ass whooped in Black Adam too. he got his ass whooped in Black, which I find kind of hard to believe, because Hawkman is a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the best in the DC universe. He's damn near probably top 15, top 10, and he was kind of getting drugged around a little bit.
He was getting drugged around.
He was getting drugged, yeah.
He did good.
Very good.
Excellent. I was watching it, I was like, this man really wants a solo movie.
His attitude, how he portrayed Hawkman, fantastic.
He was shooting his shot.
He did a damn good job.
He was like, I'm about to show y'all.
He was like, y'all gonna give me a Hawkman.
Y'all gonna give me a Hawkman. Solo.
He was
cool.
Excellent, bro. He was excellent.
He was good. When Girl was pointless. Her action scenes, when her action scenes worked when she was using her wind to help the other heroes, but when she was attacking, you could tell that it was janky. Like the way she threw the pole, and then kind of like stopped, and then the pole just started click, 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 click. I was like, we don't need you.
And here's my issue too. Now remember, they're the Justice Society of America. You could have picked Stargirl. You could have picked. Hell, you could even had the fake Green Lantern in there, the dude with the red shirt, but the green. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like he's not really a Green Lantern per se, but y'all could have had him in there. Like I think she's a good actress. I just think the role it didn't call for anything. It didn't call for anything.
Adam
I agree with
Smasher. That. I understood what his role was supposed to be. It just wasn't quite. He was the comedic
he was a comic
relief.
relief.
Yeah, he was a comic relief.
He was a comic relief, but it just wasn't like hitting hard enough for me to be like. I knew his role, but it just wasn't connected with me.
Yeah.
He reminded me of a cross between Deadpool and Flash from the Justice League movie.
Ooh,
like a combination.
Yeah. Okay. I can stand by that. Okay.
Pierce Brosnan no one can ever cast anybody as Dr. Fate outside of Pierce Brosnan.
Agreed. Agreed.
One of the best casted, best acted, best portrayed
Agreed.
superhero character
Agreed.
in any superhero film ever you can think of. Perfect.
I'm gonna get into my issue with Fate, but he was perfect.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
Now, I understand the history of Fate for people who don't know. When one dies, the helmet goes to the next person that is loyal and good enough to wield the helmet. So, yes, there will be another Dr. Fate, and I think I just read that they intend to make another Dr. Fate, but Pierce Brosnan will still be around as, like, the voice in his head.
Okay, I can see that.
Look, fine by me.
I can't stand by that. I can't stand by that. I'm gonna tell you why when it's time my turn. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
We all know Santana's father ends up becoming Dr. Fate. Santana herself becomes
Fate. Exactly.
So we know that. So look, but all I'm saying is Pierce Brosnan was platinum.
Yep.
Everything about it, powers, the impact of his character, the telepathy, the seeing the whole night. It's Robert Downey as Tony Stark.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
It's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
It's perfect.
Yeah. It's Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. See, but that's how I feel about everybody who was cast. I feel like everybody was perfect. But I do. I'm gonna let you finish. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? I had notes. Where's my notes? Okay, but go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, I got to just say out the way. I don't got to speak much about the sidekick kid that's trying to turn the villain into a superhero. We've seen that trope a lot in superhero films. You got mother love being the strong one. We got so we can bypass that. We go boom over that. The villain was okay. We understand. You know that. I mean, he was a cool villain. Not much depth.
Right. Not much depth. Right.
It's just okay. He's the answer. Overall, to speed past all of it. Overall. It's a solid 7 to me. It was pretty cool. Solid. It was pretty good. The plot, albeit not great, wasn't the worst. The action was great, just a little bit too long for me. Only The Rock went through character development. Black Adam went through character development, which, I mean, I get it, but I don't care for character development with the Wind Chick and Atom Smasher. And Hawkman, I think he did a good enough job to say, you know, hey, y'all looking to making my own type of movie, which he has already said hopes to happen. All in all, great film, a good film. I mean, I watch movies as I see it. I don't compare it to anything else when I watch it. So when I walked in there with an open mind and an open heart, and I was actually shocked that I was like, yo, that was pretty cool. And of course, the cameo Easter egg.
We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that.
For me, it was just them saying, I'm back.
Yeah.
Me I'm back. I'm not going to read too much deep into it. Now, here's I'll point out the jankiness a little. All right, let me get to it. I didn't get to the janky. All right, so the janky. There's some janky stuff, right? Okay. Number one. The fake blue kryptonite that's supposed to hurt Black Adam, that meant nothing after the first scene of the movie.
I was literally like, okay, what's the point of showing this if there's nothing that's gonna happen? Okay. I was like, you know what? Continue, because I was kind of like you. I said, well, what's the point of showing like this shit hurts when he just taped himself up and moved on? But okay.
And then remember, he punched the crown. That's still made of the same substance, right? Was the crown made of the same substance? The same substance.
That's what I thought.
And he was like, whoa. And it didn't weaken him. And I thought, like, when it weakened him, I thought Hawkman was about to just start wailing on him. Like, I got him. They just all stopped. Another jankiness in the plot that I noticed, right? So the villain dude was working with the mom on the low, but turned out he wasn't. He was working with the little soldier people, but the soldier people were working with Hawkman, who Hawkman hired on Amanda Waller's behalf.
Wait, what? You lost me. They were working for Hawkman. When? What?
Yeah.
Remember, he called Hawkman and said, "You didn't tell me Black Adam was going to be here. We were coming to get the crown for you. You didn't tell me that Black Adam was supposed to be here." Remember when Black Adam exploded on the army dude, the dude who ends up becoming the demon dude at the end, he called Hawkman. Did he not call Hawkman? And Hawkman was Hawkman watching it. he just watching?
I think he was watching.
Yeah.
I don't think he was talking
Right.
to Hawk.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
he called and said, "You didn't tell me Blob was going to be."
I think he was talking to Waller at that point, if I'm not mistaken.
Either way, the army dude was talking to Waller.
No.
I don't
Adam
think
was
so.
talking to Waller like, you didn't tell me he was going to be here. Is that what you're talking about?
I thought the soldier dude said
The soldier dude was talking. I don't know who he was talking to, but I don't think he.
Yeah, I don't think he was talking to
with
Hawkman. Yeah,
or Amanda Waller.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh no. Phil. Give it a 7. Phil gave it a 7. Phil thought it was cool film.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
Up to you. Oh, he about to get his on like a 12.
Okay, here we go.
God, he about to get his on like a 12. Go ahead.
I absolutely agree with you. A 7. A 7. I'm looking at a DC movies list right now. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. It's better than Wonder Woman 84. It's better. It's better than Batman vs Superman. It's better than the first Suicide Squad. It's better than Aquaman. That's all I'm gonna.
Better than the original Justice League.
The original Justice League is better than Birds of Prey.
There is no original Justice League. It's
You're
only
right.
the Snyder
You're
Cut.
right. We don't talk about the Joss Whedon. You're right. There's only one Justice League. He's right. He's right.
I
Okay.
hear you, Scott.
He's right. Okay. So with that being said, I thought the movie.
Than Thor: Love and Thunder.
Whoa.
Yes.
I'm going down that hill. Okay. Yes, it was better than Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Okay. One. Everybody cast perfectly. Everybody. To me, I think Hawkman, like he murdered his role. Like I was kind of worried about The Rock playing Black Adam. I'm convinced we can't have another Black Adam in the DCEU. Done. He needs to be that one. Hawkman needs to be that Hawkman. Pierce Bronson, Dr. Fate, they fucked up. They fucked up taking him out. And I want to say this. I hate that they did that. Like, okay, and here's my problem. And if you notice, they took a lot of shit from Doctor Strange and put it into Fate. Like, even when he did his powers, you see, it was kind of like the mirror triangle shit. I was like, they stole, like, they just wanted to give him Doctor Strange shit. Now, yes,
That's his thing.
I know he is like the Doctor Strange of the DCEU, but I'm like, man, you could have took some shit from Young Justice or something. I mean, I did like, they did take the shit
He
from,
did the crawl.
he did, and did you see he did the shit from Injustice too when he was like this? And I was like, that's dope. That's dope. I had a problem because, and somebody at work,
He was a better Doctor Strange than Doctor Strange in his last movie.
yeah, I mean, yeah. And here's the thing. I don't think they explained enough about Fate because a lot of people don't know about Dr. Fate. Mm-hmm. You know, we just so happen to know because we're nerds here. So, see, Kent, because my boy was like, why is he saying that he's been around for centuries? The helmet, like Kent, the dude who, and I forget his first name, but his last name is Kent.
Oh, you got Kent Nelson.
Kent Nelson. The helmet gives him the powers. The helmet of Naboo. But they don't
Plus
explain.
a helmet is in a medallion.
Yeah, they don't, right, the medallion too, exactly. But they don't really explain that. Oh, I was like, okay, I can let that slide.
Yeah. Adam was the only one with character development.
Yeah, literally. I think, I mean, don't get me, I get the whole power with but the boy, the little family could have been left out of it. I understand it was for the movie, but they could have really been left out. You know, I was kind of like, okay.
John Connor and Terminator.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like John had a little bit more purpose. Like John Connor had a little bit more purpose. Like this dude was kind of like just a random kid whose mom just so happened to be an archaeologist. So, I like the story. They actually did very good with the storyline of Black Adam. They damn near stuck to the comics. Okay,
Correct.
They damn near stuck to the comics. Action was great. I do. Sometimes it was a little bit pointless, like the scene where they was flying and trying to find the boy. I'm like, damn, Black Adam, could you speed this up? Like you're kind of fast. Speed this shit up. I thought the movie was like, I'm going with you, a 7, solid. One of the very rare good movies in the DCEU. Period. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all because we told y'all spoilers. And this is spoilers. So I'm giving y'all some time to click off. But if you're here, hit that subscribe and that notification bell. Love you. Superman comes in at the end, okay? Amanda Waller is like, hey, we got some people that can take care of you. This is what I don't like. Superman was a cop-out. I know, but like you said, they did it to say he's back. They did it to say he's back. I would have preferred if maybe Amanda Waller was like, he has the powers of somebody else that reminds me of somebody else. And they just so happen they have a picture of Shazam. Exactly. Because to me, everybody loves Superman. But I have said plenty of times on the show, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman need to take a back seat in the DCU. We can't keep relying on them. Because here's the thing. Technically, Shazam and Black Adam would probably body Superman because Superman's only weakness, he's invulnerable to magic. So it's kind of like, why pull him? I feel like, like you said, I get why they did it because it's to say Henry Cavill's back. I get it. Okay. You served your purpose. Like you said, the villain, but you know what? This is clearly just a start for The Rock. Clearly. This is just a start for him. So I can kind of see having a BS villain that we can move away, boom, boom. And then it's weird because that's kind of not weird. Okay, scratch that idea. But movie was great. Like you said, even though Black Adam was the only one to go through character development, he really was. I felt like I like that they actually gave Dr. Fate they gave you more Kent Nelson to say his, and didn't have Fate really take over him like he does a lot. I kind of like that. Adam Smasher, hate to say it, he was kind of pointless. Like character is good, but he's kind of pointless because at this point he's just kind of just getting into the Justice Society. And for those of you who don't know, the Justice Society of America came first, then the Justice League. Two different teams. And then I feel like, well, if you had Hawkman, we should have just at least got a mention of Hawk Girl. Even if it had been something over the comms, like Hawk Girl, this is Hawkman. I would have been cool with that. I just needed some comms to say, hey, this Hawk Girl is around, okay? I get it. But excellent movie. We are gonna get in, Jason, to what me and you was talking about last week, how the critics were bashing the thing, because I got some things to get off my chest.
You too.
And when I say chest, I also mean my boobs too, because so
I don't have boobs.
You don't have boobs. I got man boobs, but I couldn't understand why people were like bashing this. I'm like, what? Like this thing was actually good. Like I was like, damn, this is really good. And we're going to get into that because there's another person that reviewed it. And I'm going to go ahead and mention him, the Angry Joe Show, because I normally vibe with him. And sometimes but he was bad. Well, he wasn't. His man's on the show was really bashing it. But, and here's the thing too. I think people have come, and we talked about this with comic book movies. Everybody wants your shit to be like Marvel straight out the gate. And I think this was not, and it was good. It was good. Clear 7. I liked it. Hands down, I was entertained. It was good. Everybody did good. I like that Viola Davis was still Amanda Waller because I love her as Amanda Waller.
I agree. I like the continuity they kept, even with the wizards. And they showed that Black Adam checked all the wizards, and that's why it's only cuz left. That I like the continuity too.
I like that. That is good. And to be honest, I can't see another Amanda Waller besides Viola Davis. And that's just done. So everybody was cast perfect. Everybody's excellent. It kind of did give me a little bit of and I liked how Black Adam was like, nah, these dudes are trying to kill me. I'm killing them. Like you first said, he roasted that dude. First scene is him grabbing that dude and literally melting him with lightning. Like literally melting this man. I thought that was great. So to me, 7, solid 7.
On you, B.
I know, Scott. What are you doing?
No. You took a sip. I didn't know if you were going to say something afterwards or not.
Clear my throat, parched.
So it's a little bit more fresh in my head. Just from the beginning. Overall, I think it was a good movie. 7 to 8. You know, kind of keeping up with what you two said. I do, without going down the list, it's better than a lot of DC movies.
It is though. It is.
But the thing is, I don't know if that's saying a lot, but it's better than a lot of DC movies. I didn't see any reviews or anything, so I guess I'll just sit back and listen as y'all talking about the other reviews and stuff. Overall, I'm trying not to go straight to the villain, but I'm trying. I only say that because I look at the clock. I look at my watch, my phone, and see the time. I was like, it's about 30 minutes left, and that's when the corpse starts. Like, I'm like, oh snap, the movie ain't over. He get put underwater.
Exactly. I thought it was over right then and there. I did.
It's like, hold up, it's like 30 minutes left. Something's gonna happen, and then that's when the death comes first in life or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. Oh. So I didn't like that part. I didn't like that it was rushed. But
is it bad that I kind of was okay with that a little? Like, I was kind of like, okay.
You mean how they came back? Yeah, I thought that was cool. How they came
back to what?
Like, as in how the little mystery surrounding the crown and they had to flip that.
Oh,
I did like that.
The saying. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I see Sean gave it a 7 too.
They said it a lot though. It's like, that doesn't make sense. they kept saying it, and I'm thinking, I was like, yeah, that doesn't make sense either.
After life comes death. Like,
yeah, you were like, duh. But so I kind of figured, since it was mentioned like 2 or 3 times or more, that would come back and then be an inverse of that. The whole stoic, right? I liked it. I mean, it is what it is. There were a lot of Easter eggs in the movie.
Yeah, agreed.
There were a lot. I think there was like a silhouette of what Black Adam looked like in the comics or in a cartoon, where he had like the all black hair and the little. It was like a silhouette at some point throughout the movie. It happened so quickly. It was like a shadow or something like that. There was a couple things I liked. They had the commissioner or the lieutenant or whatever from Flash. Remember? I don't know if you remember.
That's right. That's right. He surely was.
He was one of the townspeople.
Yes. Okay. That's right. That's right.
It was sitting on the throne.
The sitting on the that was
sitting on the throne,
that was a comic book joke. Yeah.
I like that scene. It was certain scenes, and then
I agree.
It was like a lot of stuff. Last week y'all said it didn't have. Someone was complaining because it didn't have humor. No, it didn't have goofy,
stupid humor,
top humor. But I'm like, throughout the whole course of the movie, I'm watching it and I'm just like, that's funny. I mean, that was well done. That was funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't ha, knee slapping funny, but it was like a smirk funny. And I don't think it needs to be over the top. Like the whole thing, the thing between Hawkman and Atom Smasher. Me and you. It's small, but it's funny.
When he backhanded him, Hawkman stood up. He was like, "Me and you, bro." That was funny.
Stuff like that.
I agree.
What was the line he told him to say?
Tell him that the man in black something like that. And then he said, "Catchphrase didn't kill." Catchphrase didn't kill. Okay, see, that was funny. Like, that was funny.
Tell the black man attention.
He tried to say it real fast.
Yeah, he tried to say it real fast. That was funny.
Okay. Like
wait, y'all, can we talk about how the kid had a passage in his apartment down to the joint? I was like, "Whoa, kid! Did you make this yourself?" I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Hold on, big fella!" Oh my god! I was like, "Hold on!"
Oh my goodness!
Like
Sean said the same thing. They was legit funny jokes. Oh man,
they were legit funny stuff going on in the movie. The whole retelling of the story, how it played out, and then like the retold it of what actually happened.
And I kind of liked how Black Adam wasn't interested in the kid at first. You know, because even like when he busts into his house, he just like float. He walked right through the. They didn't even use the door. He go right through the joint, and then he floating down. He floating down the damn steps. Doors? Yeah,
why the fuck you walking through my wall?
When he's floating down and the kid trying to keep up, he's like, "Hurry up, I'm almost out." Like he's just floating down. I thought that was cool. Like I'm like, okay. Yeah, but I agree. It's a solid movie, and I truly
it was very solid. Yeah,
I truly have a problem because, and I had to check to make sure, and I can pretty much confirm with both of you that we have both said, or all three of us have said that Wonder Woman 84 is the worst movie in the DCEU. Correct?
Right.
It's pretty bad, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What else?
I
couldn't finish. I really couldn't finish watching Birds of Prey. I really couldn't finish watching.
I like Birds of Prey.
The theatrical cut.
Yeah.
Of Suicide Squad. Let me put that word on it.
Yeah, because the first Suicide, the one until you told, I was like, this shit is trash. But Wonder Woman 84 may just be the worst. And it's right now, Wonder Woman 84 has a 58%, and Black Adam has a 40%.
Yeah, that's not accurate.
Not accurate at all.
It's significantly worse. It's significantly
worse.
That's coming from somebody that likes comics and you know, comic book movies and superhero movies, as well as someone that I can ask a random person that watch the movies and just compare and contrast the stuff in the movie. 1984 was horrible. It was pretty damn bad.
Pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. But
we know oh, go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
No. It's no other stuff about the movie. Hawkman. Jay, I agree. I think Aldous Hodge is looking for a solo movie. He did a good job.
He did a damn good job.
Whole mannerisms, his reactions.
Yes.
It was just like, this man's doing a good job.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. This dude, there is no other Hawkman in the DCEU for me. There is no other Hawkman.
It's better than no plan at all.
Hey, bro. And it's like he read every Hawkman comic, watched how he acted in the Justice League, watched how he acted in Batman and Superman Public Enemies. Your man had no fear. And that's the Hawkman from the comics. No fear. Willing to take on anybody, even though when he could probably possibly take an L. That thing, he acted his ass off. Excellent.
No, he's the voice of Green Lantern in the new animated Green Lantern movie that came out. It's on HBO.
The Jon Stewart one, where they follow Jon Stewart. He is, I'm trying to tell y'all, he murdered that Hawkman role.
I would like, even though I knew it was him going into, because I didn't watch too much trailer of Black Adam. I don't watch a lot of trailers. It just falls on my lap and I just watch it. But when I saw him on the screen, bro, I'm just like,
I was like, thank God he finally there.
Yeah,
he's been in movies. He's been side characters. He's been on TV series. I was just like,
in Miami. He was Jim Brown.
Yeah, he was Jim Brown. Yeah,
I was like,
good to see you here, bro. Yes, good to see you here,
there.
And
that's how I felt. I was just like,
and dude, like his outfit was cool. Even the way he carried, like when he was in the plane and he was just carrying himself. He was like, yeah, fate, you know, and like it was just excellent. Him and Pierce Brosnan, like they just need to make a movie, Hawkman and whatchamacallit, Hawkman and Pierce Brosnan, bro.
At the very end, when he was making the plans to bust into the building, he's like, all right, we're going to sneak to the right. Y'all want y'all to come to the He's like, damn it, man. Black Adam was already out there just wrecking shit.
Bro, I enjoyed that.
I was dying. That man was like, you going to sneak into the back. So I'm saying, Baron, he said, damn it.
That
already been left. Wasn't done with the plan.
And I like how he kind of was like, so we good now? Like, he was like, I mean, we good. Oh shit, the camera's out of focus. It's not focusing on me. I got my face looking all fuzzy and like, well, why is focus on the background? That's really weird of it. Yeah, but anyway, we'll fix that later on. But it's crazy. You can see the entire background, but it has me, and I'm the center of attention. On my camera, so the camera don't like black people. The camera don't like black people. But hold on, let me take my glasses off, see if it autofocus on my glasses. Probably not on my eyes. No, we don't got time for that. Okay, so here's my thing. Jay, I'll let you say your stuff about the critics first. That give me time to readjust. It fixed itself. Okay. So here's my problem. Everybody and their mama was bashing Black Adam. Everybody. Every review I saw was 4, 5. Like, IGN was basically like, it was too many characters. I was kind of like, wait, what? Everybody was bashing it.
Wait, too many characters?
As
like
in
Suicide Squad?
It was overload. Like
the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I gotta read the review, and I could be saying it wrong. But I gotta go back and read the review. But I'm not rereading another review anymore when it comes out, because I truly was like, damn, I was right. I called it until I went to go see it. I was like, no, this shit is actually good. So
IGN has zero credibility, especially when it comes to movies nowadays, for a lot of reasons than just the reasons that we are speaking of right now. And you will be surprised at what other shows and movies that have received high scores.
But that's what I'm saying.
Disrespectful. Like I know we'll like not to bring this up because I know we talked about this more off camera. Josh, I know you got to watch. Barbarian got a significantly high score, and don't get me wrong, it's not a bad movie, but it was like,
really.
It was in the 8 and 9s. It was in the 8 and 9s.
Hey.
And dude,
drink the milk.
I'm just blown away that Wonder Woman 84 got a higher rank than Black Adam. Like, everybody was shitting on Black Adam. And
IGN gave Wonder Woman 84 a high score.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm starting to think that. Now, I will say, I went in there with low expectations. I went into Black Adam with low expectations. So it could be just because I went in low that I'm like, this is actually pretty good.
No, because I went in there with no expectations.
Okay, so it's not that.
On the same page. I didn't know what to walk into. This is just the mentality and the mindset difference between us and I think the critics.
Yeah.
Because it's like they go in already ready to compare this to something else because of the genre it's in. While some of us are going, we might have our reservations, but there's something in us that go, in spite of that, I still want to see what this is about. So we go in there just mindlessly. We watch the film for what it is.
Exactly.
You give us,
exactly,
and then we take it from there. But I think critics go in already like, oh, Black Adam, Dark Knight, Christian Bale, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Endgame, already in their mind. Already.
Yeah, because it's a superhero movie.
Go in there with that mindset. Every movie gonna be a 3. Yep. Every movie gonna be low.
And I hate to say it, but Love and Thunder. Like, now remind you, IGN gave Love and Thunder a 7.
Sure did.
And this is better than Love and Thunder.
Idiot that reviewed She-Hulk in all the episodes, and Josh, I know you like it, but even you would disagree with this. The person who reviewed She-Hulk for every episode, out of all the episodes they reviewed, not one was lower than a 7.
Oh no, that's absolutely wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Because I would even go to say She-Hulk didn't get good to after. I mean, the episodes were watchable, but they didn't really start kicking off until like 4, 5, and 6. And those.
That was basically because of agenda, personal opinion, and their personal relatability to whatever they can attach themselves to when it comes to the character.
Yep.
But my issue is I'm not reading the review for you to mirror your personal life with the character. I just want to know, is it good?
Right. Is it entertaining? And that's what I'm getting at. I think everybody has this whole thing that every movie has to be Oscar worthy. And some movies are not meant to be Oscar worthy. Now, the movies that me and you have talked about, Drive on here with Ryan Gosling, probably one of the best damn movies I've ever seen. Drive was an excellent movie. And I'm pretty sure it got some award, but it ain't an Oscar or anything like that. But great movie. Scott, I'm trying to tell you, I don't think you can find a review of Black Adam that's not going to say it was lower than a 6. I'm going to say 5 and lower.
I literally saw a review and I tried to find it so I could point out the bum who said it. It literally said basically, and I used the word stoic earlier. Not enough jokes. It's not funny. That's why the movie sucked.
Not enough jokes.
You MCU nut hugger. Is that why you didn't like it? Because it wasn't happy and flowers and candy and Skittles everywhere. That's why. Because it ain't funny. Every super like.
IGN. Black Adam feels both overstuffed and underdeveloped. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that.
Because it wasn't in the U.S. Is it because the superhero wasn't Caucasian with blue eyes?
And because it didn't say Disney or MCU on it. That's really what it is.
I don't know.
Black Adam overindulges to the point where it's hard to enjoy the DC anti-heroes debut. It's packed with undeveloped characters. And I agree with that.
That's true. I
agree with that. And an excessive number of repetitive action scenes. Now, I don't think that. I think the action scenes were action scenes. Now, I will say sometimes, see, when you say over, like action scenes that's over the top, the first thing I want to think about is like the Fast and Furious movies. And the action scenes were not like that. They were not like that.
I thought it was too long. Like some
they did. Yeah, somehow drew out way too long. Yeah, like some drew out way too long. I agree.
Like it was too long.
I agree.
And the one in the apartment with him and Hawkman battling in the apartment when they end up discovering the crown.
Right.
At first, I was kind of like, what was
the point of this?
All about?
Yeah.
What we got to finish what we started.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro, this woman's son just got kidnapped. Y'all about to like wreck like right now.
And then I ain't gonna lie to you. The whole time, the uncle, wow. Now, I'm a big dude, all right? I'm a big dude. The uncle gonna try to fight a skinny dude with a gun. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're a fat dude. There's more of you to hit. Like, your man didn't even do no fancy move. He's like, can't get out. The gun's still pointing at him. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God, my man. What are you doing? But, yes, and you know what? Scott, you kind of said something. I'm not gonna say it's a race thing. I'm not gonna say it's a race thing. But I definitely feel like I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know.
I take back what I said. I was like, was the outrage because the movie was mainly brown people? But now,
Scott, you just flipped your camera. I could see inside your crib a little bit.
Cool.
Oh, okay. I just want to let you know. I figured you didn't know. I was just like, let me tell you.
Nah, but I was wrong. It was what's his name? Adam Smasher.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like I said, I didn't read any even after watching it, just to kind of catch up. But
I just couldn't. I couldn't believe. Like, I had read one review saying that it was like the worst movie in the DCEU, and I'm thinking to myself, wait, what?
If you take away Black Adam and insert Doctor Strange and then change the villain name to Mephisto, that jumps a 9.
Bruh, I just couldn't believe, like, it was really getting bad reviews, like, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna make his budget. I'm 100% sure it's gonna make his budget.
The Rock paid for it. They're gonna do a sequel.
Oh, it's gonna make his budget.
I hope they do.
I hope they do, because it was really good. Like, but I will say, seeing this, I want a Hawkman movie and I want a Dr. Fate movie, and I want both of them to be in the movie. They was a good combo. They were a good combo. Like, but I'm trying to tell you, my man Hawkman, he really nailed that thing for me. I'm like, this dude acted his ass off. Like, that, he did such a damn good job, man. Like, I was blown away. I don't want to see another Hawkman for the next 6 years. None.
I was already disconnected with critics, but this put the nail in the coffin. Like, from this point forward, if I feel like watching a movie, I'm just gonna watch that.
Yep, I'm just gonna watch it. And here's the thing too. I truly feel that we're in a time where streamers and stuff have a say over a lot of things, preferably like video games. And I feel like when big streamers say something, people kind of latch onto it. And that's why I kind of wanted us to do this, because we're small. We don't have millions of subscribers. We hope to get there, but we can only get there if you hit that subscribe button. But I feel like that's good with us, because I feel like everybody's bashing it, but I'm like, nah, like, what? I'm confused of what y'all want. First y'all say movies are too funny. First you say they're too funny. Then we give you something that's not funny, and you're like, oh, there's not enough humor in it. There's not enough action. We give you action, and there's too. It's not enough action. Like we give you action, but it's not this, it's not that. I honestly don't know what you wanted from Black Adam. This is an origin story. Remember that.
And when it comes to reviewers and critiquers who mimic what you're saying, my issue with those people aren't the fact that they feel the way you're talking about 1 minute's too funny or 1 minute is not funny enough. My issue with most is the consistency of how you do it. And not to bring me into it, this is bias aside, I was the homeless man with the cardboard sign and the bell screaming, "The end is near," when Thor Ragnarok came out. And I was looked upon as crazy. And we get Thor Love and Thunder, and they're saying what I said was the issue with Ragnarok. Right. So am I the crazy man now? Yeah. But the difference is my consistency of why I dislike it has been steady the same. And now I got a movie that is funny enough, action enough. Yep. Why y'all hating? Yeah. What?
And my only issues with the movie, it wasn't even, like I said, they didn't spend enough time explaining Dr. Fate. They didn't spend enough time explaining Hawkman. I really wish at least those two. Atom Smasher, you really don't need. He goes big, goes small. You really don't need nothing past that. Like the girl Cyclops, she spins.
They did a little bit. They did a little bit where she got, a crazy scientist injected her.
Right, they said her zone. Oh yeah, you're right. When they were talking, right?
Creates tornado.
Right.
That's the same scientist that will create the tornado.
Right.
In the future, for people who don't know.
It's a red tornado, correct?
Yeah, red
right.
Tornado,
okay. Right. Which is also here, and because a dude that worked with
shout out to Henry Winkler.
Yes. Shout out for him being in the joke. Yes, Henry Winkler was the man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kind of like, is that good old Henry? Like I said, I really wish they would have got into Naboo a lot, because people were like calling me, was like, so what's up with Fate? Who is he? Like, what is he? I'm like, okay, like he's and I literally put it, for people who don't understand, he's the Doctor Strange of the DCEU. In a nutshell, that's where he is, okay? Yeah. That's about, but I was saying the helmet controls the people, as in the helmet chooses if it's going to take you. Like, my episode with Young Justice, I love that episode where Zatanna puts on the helmet, okay? And those of you don't know who's Zatanna, she says her spells backwards. She's actually dated John Constantine. And Naboo goes like, she's pretty good. And Zatara, her dad, is like, Naboo, take me. And he's like, no, your daughter, she's young. She knows the arts. I'm going to keep her. And Zatara has to make a deal with Naboo to say, nah, let me take on the helmet to give my daughter time to live. And we didn't get enough recklessness. I would have liked to see the recklessness from Naboo a little bit. Now, I know I just said that I like Pierce Bronson being, and we got a lot of him, but I really would have liked the helmet to be off the wall like that, because when Naboo goes against something, he's like, no. Like when he doesn't like it, don't like it, put the helmet back on. Like I wish I would have got some more of that, because I really did feel like Pierce Bronson, if you look at it, he was in control of the helmet. Yeah, exactly. I feel like Pierce Bronson had control of the helmet, when it's the opposite. Naboo has control over you. So I felt like he was able to take the helmet off when he wanted, and I'm like, okay.
Don't work that way.
It don't work that way. So I was kind of like, that was my spite with it, because I'm like, they could have made Naboo do more like he's the asshole.
For all people that don't know, between Zatanna's father being Dr. Fate, they had to schedule a certain time and a certain date where Naboo will allow him to take the helmet off so he can be with his daughter. Yep.
So, and Jay's right. So, and you can actually watch Young Justice with this. They made it this
season.
I'm still on Phantoms. I haven't seen. I'm on Phantoms though. So Jason's right. Because Naboo is in control, Dr. Fate, we call him Dr. Fate, but Naboo is really the thing. The helmet is the source. They basically made a deal. Once a year, Zatanna got to see her father. And this went on for years.
Years.
Like when Zatanna's father put on the helmet, he may have been, I would say he was probably like maybe in his 40s.
Yeah.
Man, by the time they actually show him, he's like gray hair. He's damn near like 65 something.
Right.
Like,
right.
So if you watch the movie, you'll think that Pierce Brosnan's character, Kent Nelson, he's in control of Naboo. But when it's the opposite way around, when Naboo is in control. And like I said, I felt like them. Now, I am glad they did Hawkman first. I am glad they did that. But I would have liked to just hear like a comms conversation where he just be like, Hawk Girl. And I would have been like, oh, okay, because now I know she's here, because, they really can't be split up. They're like always, no matter what life they're in, they always find each other. So I'm like, that would have been nice if he would have just been like, yo, Hawk Girl, where you at? Even if she said, I'm on another mission, I would have been like, okay, boom, she's here. So here's my thing too. Does Black Adam, we're convinced that he does not know about Shazam. Are we going with that? From the movie, I'm assuming he doesn't know about Shazam. No. Okay, so he doesn't know about Shazam. Okay. So now that's going to lead us to a timeline. Well, not timeline, but that's going to have us get into the gods themselves. Okay? Because if you remember from the old school, the whole reason why Black Adam, he got imprisoned, but the gods are not the same when he goes away. There's new gods. That's why, Shazam has the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, all that. And that's how he ends up finding Shazam, because he's like, who's your new champion? Because I want to take his head off. So I kind of got from the end of it that, okay, Black Adam, then kind of, yes, he's not a hero, but at the end of the movie, he basically was a hero. He basically was a hero. So how are they going to make him fight Shazam at this point?
That's a good question, because I was going to use this idea more for Superman, because I'm assuming we want to go with the ye old Superman Shazam versus Black Adam movie that we done got. But for the sake of your argument, let's just say Shazam, they end up crossing paths. The only way I can see it from my POV, Shazam would have to go to his country and save somebody or do something that, how can I put it? You see how JSA showed up and all the people were like, oh, you people don't help us. Why are you here?
Right,
Ooh, we got our own champion.
Right.
So I'm assuming, let's say the kid shows up and saves somebody in that city, and he's like, pfft.
We already got somebody that has those powers.
Yeah, like, hey. Yep. Sounds like you guys need somebody like me around here. And then Black Adam's like, hold on, cuz.
And then he look at you like, whoa, who are you? But now, see, now this even has a bigger question, because this is my problem I had with Shazam in the first one. They gave the kids their power too fast. Okay, because for those who don't, yes, the Shazam family does exist, but Billy Baston, right, they had their powers. Billy Baston had his powers first, okay? This was my problem with the first Shazam. That was a cop-out to go with the family, because I get it, y'all setting up the Shazam family, but most people don't know too, their power is split between them.
Power is split, so he's not as strong.
Right, exactly.
They shut that John down after this movie.
So I really don't want, and I'm not saying that they're bad, but I'm just saying this was too early to add the Shazam family, because even with all y'all power split between y'all not gonna be able to beat Black Adam. Period.
They shouldn't have done that.
They should have done that in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And we talked about it from the first week. That's the only thing I didn't like.
That's the only thing I didn't like. Agreed. Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like.
Everything else was great about the movie. I just didn't like the Shazam Rangers.
Agreed.
I didn't like, and I hope they shut that joint down.
Yeah, they need to shut that. Like, in fact, if they were smart, the Shazam movie coming out now, they'll have the gods or something go like, okay, look, guys, we need one person to have this. Who's gonna be the champion? They choose Billy, and Billy. The rest of their power goes away, and Billy is the only one that has the power. Because I'm absolutely with you. I think they went. I know where they were going because of the villain and the whole family aspect, but it was too much. Now, if the DCEU was setting up something like Apocalypse or something like that, then I can see them dishing out the power to the other kids. Because we short on superheroes. Give your family the power. So it's odd to me how they're going to connect that with Shazam, because we all know sooner or later they're going to meet each other. And how are they going to accomplish that? And I don't want it to be, we just want Superman and Black Adam to fight. I don't want that, because it's Superman. I don't need that. I mean, I know we're going to get it. I know we're going to get it, but I'm like, that's why I felt like that post-credit scene was like, come on. I think I was the only one that was like, here we go, back to Big Blue again, back to Big Blue. I truly had a problem with that. I'm like, seriously, guys?
I was kind of just chill with. I didn't like lose my mind. I was just like, oh, okay. But
Well, Scott,
I know they want to. Ready to do it.
See, and you can tell. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I was completely shocked. I did not know Henry was coming back. I did not know. Scott, how did you feel about that?
Was coming back.
I didn't think he was coming back.
Superman?
Yeah.
I think one of you spoke on this before. It was just like a power play. It wasn't really. If anything, they could have brought back Shazam in that moment, but they brought him back just to say, "Hey, he's back. Y'all gonna watch these piece of movies." So
this is to let all you MCU nuthuggers know that your shield is down and your fortress is weak. We are attacking with Henry Cavill and The Rock. We are coming for y'all.
And not only that, all y'all MC, James Gunn is now heading the DCEU. Woo, and my man, what's his name? Peter Safran. Oh man, woo boy. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely feel like DCEU is about to get nice. I do feel like that. After watching Shazam, I know I said something different last week, Scott, but after seeing Black Adam, I have hope that the DCEU is not going to be perfect, but it will be better than what we had. Absolutely. I think it's going to be better than what we had.
I hear this from Josh. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I don't like this, Scott. Why are you doing that? I don't like that.
Y'all saying this now, but let me just say this. I'm not even going to say the name. I'm going to say the character. I'm just going to say the date. November 11th.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
So it's
okay.
It's going to shut.
Can I say something that's probably going to get us shut down?
Get us shut down? No, speak for yourself.
I don't think.
But I don't. You got to think about the long term. It's going to work for 2 months, but then after that, once we get another She-Hulk season 2. Once we start getting the, it looked like we about to get the young Avengers, because ain't no old Avengers right now.
So and that's what I was getting at. I was gonna say, out of everybody that's probably gonna be in the new Avengers, Siri may just be the oldest member and the most warrior-driven one. So after, who else that we seen from the Phase 4 that we gonna be like, oh, they're like, okay, She-Hulk, okay, strength. I'm not gonna count Daredevil. I don't think they're gonna throw Daredevil in there at all. If they throw the Fantastic Four, which they're gonna do, okay. Reed Richards. Namor. I lied. Okay, Namor. So you got three.
My only question is this about MCU, and this is just a theoretical question. Of course, I don't know what they're planning, but my question is, if Kang is your new Thanos for the new phase, who in the hell y'all got? Who y'all
right
now that could beat him?
And that's why they're going to drag Reed Richards out their butt, because Reed Richards, I'm trying to tell you. Watch. And with Reed Richards, here it is.
Here we go again.
You said this a little over a year ago.
Look.
That's secret science.
But look, but now.
Here we go, Scott. Here we go.
Well, so Shar, I don't know if they can give their powers back. I'm pretty sure the wizard will have to give their powers back to Billy. I'm not sure how that worked out in the thing. But if you bring Reed Richards, you got to bring Dr. Doom.
I think there's too many big villains at the same time, and I promise you,
I think they're gonna save Dr. Doom.
If they Mandarin Dr. Doom,
I'm
done with the MCU.
If the MCU bodies Dr. Doom, Man, I may just had to go to Kevin's office and throw hands. I may just had to go to Kevin because what he did with the man, I was like, oh my God. And Ben Kingsley was the perfect person for that. And they made my man into a straight joke. I was like, my God, bro.
Nope. It turned out to be a dude with some type of virus in his chest that made a dragon appear.
Oh my God.
It said, if you're looking for the real Mandarin, I'm right here.
Gosh, was so stupid.
And then he exploded seconds later.
So stupid.
From a woman wearing an Iron Man glove.
Oh my God, that thing was so stupid.
Fuck you, Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that one was bad. One of the worst. One of the worst. Yeah, that one kind of hit me. I was like, wow, they really butchered that one. They really messed that one. But yes, that was it. Go see Black Adam for sure. Like y'all, you guys need to go see it.
I hope whoever made that movie, I hope your bike seat is uncomfortable when you go out for bike rides in the morning, you bastards.
Or I would. Or like, remember back in the day when your seat would fall off and the pipe. I hope when you go to sit on your seat, the seat fall off.
For real.
Now let's talk about Barbarian.
No, we can't talk about Barbarian because I haven't seen it and we're already at an hour, Scott. But I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it tonight right after this so I can be in on the chat. I'm watching after this.
Hated on Black Adam. Hope your kick stool don't work.
And your bike lean over.
You gotta lay it down and chain it up.
And get mud on your handlebars. Get mud on your handlebars.
And I wish the comfort grip on your handlebars come off that mother. I hope you ride.
It rotates just like a motorcycle where you almost snap your wrist when you lean up on the joint. Exactly. Does anybody got any closing thoughts? Y'all all good?
You critics are trash nowadays. All of you. All of you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
The bottom.
Y'all are trash.
Bottom.
You need to find a new hobby and a new job.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, because this.
Cut your bias out. It's terrible.
Bad. It's as my father would say, it's bad. It's really bad. it's really
terrible. Bad. People stop reviewing these movies. Yeah. If you got an agenda, bruh, make your own blog, but don't call yourself a professional and you go out here and you speak for yourself. The objective is to speak for people who are the demographic for what you're watching. So I don't want to hear that. If I'm watching a love movie, I'm going to review it based on people who are enjoying romantic movies. I watched love movies that I thought that was great that I will never watch again.
The Lake House.
I'm not into love movies. Lake House, Notebook, Sleepless in Seattle.
Hey, the Notebook.
And I see that when I'm done with the movie, I'll go, I see why that's a great film. I'll never watch it again because that's just not my cup of tea, but I see why it's a great film. If you can't separate yourself from what makes something what it is,
agreed.
Don't waste my time, man. Yeah. Go on YouTube, make your own blog, man.
Because I'm trying to tell you, I was blown. The minute I walked out the movie theater, I was like this. I came out the bathroom, I was like, these critics have no idea what they're talking about. Or they're expecting Oscar. Like they want every movie to win an Oscar. And I was just like, this was good. What is going on? But you know what? We're going to talk about
Wonder Woman 84 got a higher score. Review.
That's the craziest shit ever.
It's because it's a woman as the actress.
Man,
number one.
I couldn't believe that.
Number two, it had more accommodating jokes. And it is something that was so easy and flat that any plan can land on.
And this, I don't.
Simple, so basic that the fans love it. It just wasn't over the top.
I'll tell anybody
what it was.
I'll tell anybody. The first Wonder Woman was a good movie. Period. Hands down. Wonder Woman 84 was trash. It was garbage. Garbage. Okay,
I got the first Wonder Woman that's the best DCEU.
I agree. It may just be the best DCEU. I agree with that. The first Wonder Woman was excellent. The Wonder Woman 84 at the bottom, and it will continue to be there. I couldn't see why everybody was gassing this thing up. Oh, I'm about to disconnect my camera. How they disrespected Cheetah? You know what? Oh my God! Yeah, that thing was cheeks.
It's part that, and the part herd mentality. Like I said, critics go in there and be like, man, all these MCU people, if I say I like this movie, it might not be. It sucks.
Yeah,
just to ride the wave.
And I feel bad because
dickheads. Excuse my French.
Y'all
dickheads,
people
man.
should go see that, because even the dude from the Angry Joe show was like, don't go see Black Adam. Wait till a week afterwards. It was a good movie. Like, yes, it may not have been your cup of tea, but for the majority of people, it's a good movie. Like I said, we will continue to stand in the people's corner, even though I have said that I still do like Thor: Love and Thunder and She-Hulk.
I'm legit trying to think, like, from an unbiased perspective, like, what is bad about Black Adam? I'm trying to think. Like, it's nothing terribly wrong with it. It's cheesy. It's cheesy at some points. The underdevelopment of most of the characters. Yeah,
agreed. Now I stand with that. Right.
The story is mundane, but I mean, I like Venom. I think Black Adam is Oscar worthy compared to Venom.
In fact, hold on.
I'm just the guy.
Now hold on.
I'm just the guy.
I said 40, right? Hold on, I'm gonna check something right here. Now I just said 40. Let me see what Venom got.
We getting a third Venom movie, by the way, and we already know.
Okay.
First on the side.
First Venom got 30. Okay. Venom. Oh my God. Venom: Let There Be Carnage got 57. Oh my God.
Conspiracy.
What?
Venom: Let There Be Carnage got 57. Wow.
Wait, you say you haven't seen that movie yet, right, Josh?
No, I haven't seen Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, son, you gotta watch that.
Oh my God.
Was horrible.
Jesus.
He bit him, and you know what? And the red suit, and then just Shriek. Just the unimportance and the stupidity of Shriek is just.
God, let me tell you something beautiful. What you said when you bought me, you said you're trying to unbiasedly think what was wrong with Black Adam. When I got in the car, because when I got in the car, I sat in the car, and you know I'm a skeptic, crazy skeptic. So I'm sitting there, and the first thing that come to my mind is, what was wrong with the movie?
What was wrong?
As I'm trying to think what was wrong with the movie, you know what I ended up doing? Smiling. Ain't nothing really wrong with the movie.
It's nothing really wrong with it.
It ain't really.
Could the story be better? Yeah, well, you know, that's
the story could be better, right?
Builds it up so the next one could be better. This was more of an origin. He's back from 5,000 years. What more can they? Did you want to overpack it and then blow people's heads up? Who knows?
Yeah, bro.
You know, did they want to throw a whole bunch of characters like Suicide Squad and then have everyone trying to focus on one person when the main person is Black Adam? Who knows?
I truly couldn't believe what I was reading. Like, and then literally sitting first, like really 20 to 30 minutes. I'm like, this is all right. This is all right.
Yeah,
I was like, this is all right.
I did that.
I'm like, this is okay.
The first 30, 45 minutes, I just like came to realization in the middle of the movie. I looked around in the darkness, so just like,
this is
okay.
It's pretty good. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Like,
okay.
I just can't
really
believe.
Comfortable with my ice and everything,
I'm like this. I'm literally sitting here like, the first thing I thought about was like, why was everybody bashing this thing? That's the first thing I said. That's the first thing I said. I'm like,
my man, people walked in that movie thinking they about to see Silence of the Lambs or something.
Bro, I was sitting here like, bro, what is really going on with this?
They went there like, we about to watch a masterpiece.
Bro, I literally was like, I don't get what's going on here, because I'm like, this thing is good. Like,
I saw, and this is my last, I'm sorry, because you said last thought. I saw another review, and the very first paragraph was, you would think they would learn from The Dark Knight, and they would learn from Winter Soldier and other MCU movies past. And I immediately closed the screen.
There it is.
I didn't even read the
See?
rest.
You see? Everybody, and see, that's what I'm talking about. The MCU has set a bar that everybody feels like every superhero has to be at this bar. And the MCU, and I'm not blaming them, because they have set the bar. But see, that's the problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. Black Adam is better than some MCU movies. Okay?
Oh, Love and Thunder.
Don't keep bringing Love and Thunder, but you're right. But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But you're right.
But you're right.
Again, as you see how heavily they got at Black Adam, right?
Yep. Better than Black Widow.
But Ant-Man wasn't a 7. I gave Ant-Man a 7.
Yep, and
it's
they
almost the same.
Yep.
I actually think the first Ant-Man is underrated. To be honest with you, I like it more than I really love that movie.
Yep. Let me see. Ant-Man 2.
Why nobody bring up Ant-Man and Wasp? His dad listed in people's MCU films.
It was alright.
Right.
Damn, they gave Ant-Man and the Wasp an 8.4. No, it ain't no 8.4. IGN gave it an 8.4.
It wasn't that good.
Nah, buddy, it was definitely not that good. Hell no.
I don't hear nobody saying that's their top 5, top 10 MCU film. No.
Never. Nobody will ever tell you that Ant-Man is their best top 10. Nobody's gonna say that. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yes, correct. Nobody will tell you the second one is their top 10. No, they're not gonna tell you that.
Even I forget that movie exists.
Yeah.
So how's that
there's no way. There's no way.
Because of Ghost.
And Lawrence Fishburne, shout out Larry or Lawrence Fishburne, shout out to Lawrence Fishburne.
There's no way. Larry. If you call him Larry.
Don't you call him Larry.
And to be honest with you, outside of Ghost, the only other thing I remember is the end credit scenes where he went into the zone, he went into the world and came back and everybody had already disappeared.
Charmaine said, I didn't care for the little kid. I agree with that because he was clearly just a filler for the story. Yeah, like he served no purpose. Like it was just to give Black Adam something to latch on to for his storyline. Yeah.
He did the old typical. Oh, there's a superhero in my bedroom. Can you fly out?
Exactly. Now, what would have been great, maybe he looked at, and the kid maybe had a poster of Shazam, and he was like, he notices the symbols, like, who is that? And then like his eyes cut to the camera, and then okay, now he got Shazam in his sight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. We're going to have to figure out, we're going to get some content. And before we go, I just want to say something right here. Before we did the show, it came to my attention that Takeoff passed away.
Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Rest in peace, bro. And I just want to tell y'all.
Wait, Takeoff
from the Migos. So apparently he was shot and killed.
Fire, allegedly.
Yep. And I just want to say, y'all, please be careful out here, yo. That goes for y'all too, because you're my boys, but that goes for everybody watching too. Watch your surroundings, man. Like
you'll never respect to environment that they were in.
Right.
Will never catch me in an environment.
Yeah, I was just
like that. People
just not caring about a life loss is a life loss, and prayers to his family and everybody. Man, y'all should have seen me look at my phone. I was like, I thought this shit was fake. I'm like, Takeoff from the what? He was only 28, bro. I'm like, damn. So, man.
Over argument, man.
Like, man.
Over argument. It was an argument.
Just ridiculous. So, y'all watch yourself. Watch yourself. Yeah, people passing, like, just be careful, y'all. And I know we all want to stand, but sometimes just walking away from the argument or leaving completely. I don't truly read the story. I don't know, but I'm just saying, if just walk away, get in your car, go do what you got to do, because this shit is crazy. But
for all you rappers that legitimately came from the hood and got out the hood, stay out. We don't go fuck that shit, bro. Don't go back. Excuse me, you about to get me to you about to activate Malcolm J. Let me not do that. But stay out. Like, who cares, geez. Bro? Be in places where you're inaccessible, bro. I'm personally okay with y'all being inaccessible, bro. Not everybody can put their hands on Jay-Z, and I mean not from a negative physical standpoint. Like I cannot find Jay-Z up the street at my house right now. I can't find him, and I want him to stay in that environment. Stay out, bro. Stay out. These crabs, get out when you get out the barrel. Stay out the barrel. Don't come back in the barrel. Stay out the barrel, please. Stay out the barrel.
Yeah, but rest in peace, Takeoff, man. Like I said, prayers to his family and his friends, because, man, like I said, a life loss is a life loss. So on that note, next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I mean, same Blerd channel, same blur. Yeah, you get where I'm coming from. But by next week I'll be watching Barbarian, and
the movie ain't even that, like, that's it wasn't even.
Well,
like,
I tried. I ain't gonna lie. I tried to watch it last night, but then I started catching up on Phantoms because I had left off like right where Superboy was about to marry Miss Martian, so I kind of left off right there. So I was like, let me get back in here. But yeah,
you may live. You made a great decision.
Exactly. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. You know, if you can't be good at
if you can't be good at it, y'all.